Alright, time for us to continue on here. So to review, we are to travel to Redelia, where we'll meet with a contact recruited by Marshal Terrapin's agents. I took the liberty of reviewing intelligence reports while Naren and Lace were away, so the settlement is not wholly unfamiliar to me. As the Vice Marshal indicate, the vast majority of the populace is employed as menial labor in either Spicula Importorius or Castrum and Benia. Perhaps as a result of this, the resistance has long struggled to make inroads there. You have the right of it. They got a better deal than most allied against, feeding off the wet scraps the Imperials gave them. Damn if I know how Marshal Terrapin's agents got one of them to turn his code. I understand you're just saying I do, but I also understand their desire to look after their families by any means necessary. Our contact is a Rogadian woman. She will ask us a question. After we answer with courage, she'll know us as friends. Courage, right. Put together a squadron, Naga. We'll need them soon. With me, my friends. I'll be ready for anything. Let's see. Is it just one blue one? Yeah, okay. We'll grab it then. Oh, it's a bracelet! We finally get a bracelet! Oh my goodness! Hey, you're the adventurer everyone's been talking about, aren't you? Just the woman I wanted to see. You have a bit of time to spare, I hope. It seems a bloody miracle we managed to take Aligiria without spilling a drop of blood, but it was all thanks to that one man, a man with the Alliance would very much like to speak with. Getting him to come in for questioning, however, has proven more trouble than we thought. It's not my place to be dealing with this, to be honest with you, but I think it'd be best to resolve the matter quietly if possible. Things will get messy around here if the Alliance and the Resistance start kicking up a fuss. I'd like to draw attention if I leave my post, but you adventurers are free to move about as you please, so what do you say? Can you give me a hand? You adventurers are good folk. Now, you really shouldn't see more out here in the open. You best go and speak with him yourself. Bot's his name. He can tell you the rest. Where are we heading? Oh, quite a ways out there, actually. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way entirely. Aye, aye. What am I doing? Apparently he's right here in the city here. On these doors, apparently. Yeah. Behind it, maybe? Ah, yes, here we go. The adventurers slew Lord Van Brazar, so they spent you to clean my head then. Brazen Brook sent you to help, oh thanks heavens. You see, I'm actually a Centurion with the Garlenian forces. Before you do anything rash, let me explain. When I learned of the Allied forces' approach, I knew we had no way of repelling them, so I ordered all my men to retreat from Aligiri. I then planned to turn myself in, but ran into certain complications. I can see you're unconvinced. Tell you what, why not ask the villagers about me? When you hear what they have to say, I think you'll come to understand why I can turn myself in. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to some people and see how this goes for us. But I'm so happy to see that we're getting a bracelet. We haven't gotten a bracelet for this entire expansion so far. But the place wouldn't be the same without him. We certainly have no intentions of sending him to be butchered by the Alliance. Where'd you hear that name? I won't have anyone speaking ill of him. Unless you're looking to pick a fight, you'll keep your mouth shut. What do you want with Bot? He's not in trouble, is he? Where you told the Alliance scum that you can't have him. There you are. Now do you see the cause of my hesitation? In light of their reaction to me being arrested, the Alliance has allowed me to reign here for the time being, but for all intents and purposes I'm a war prisoner. The villagers essentially mean to keep me hidden, but harming one's enemy is a serious crime no matter whose side you're on. I have heard that the Alliance does to those who help the Garlinians. Stuff of nightmares, I tell you. My execution is assured the moment they take me into custody, but if the villagers should take arms in protest, they don't deserve such a bloody fate. Recent Blook has made a valiant effort to assuage the people's anger, but there's only so much a man can do in his position can do. I know how strange this may seem, but I want you to convince the people of Aligiri to allow me for my surrender. Okay. Well, we can maybe do that later. Let's go ahead and slap this belt on. This belt, I mean, not belt, but bracelet. This bracelet alone is probably going to make us go up a couple numbers, I think. Yep, we went all the way up to 279 now. So our lowest is probably like 273 at the moment. Not actually sure if I can get up that way from here. Yeah, it looks like it actually. Never mind. Oh, there's no way over there. I thought that was a slope. Alright, let's see. See, what'd I tell you? Let's continue on to Specoria and Portorius. Okay, I think that's right up here. It's kind of hard to tell in the dark. Yeah, we're coming up onto it. Still only getting the reading from the boat spot. Kind of wondering if maybe we can see the other side if we go along here, maybe. It looks like there's gonna be some Imperial soldiers to take care of. Scar armor, it gets cut through like butter, apparently. Bam! well. Looks like we're gonna be heading forward anyways. Maybe I was wrong on that spot before. Maybe it is past the boat. Just random griffin running around. Of course there were still soldiers lurking about. Fortunately, they were no match for Lys. Come, Radia is not much further. Of course, in light of a recent encounter, it'd be prudent to proceed with caution and remain vigilant for Imperial forces. Okay, there's one off that way, apparently. It's definitely beyond the borders of this place. Nice. This thing's not really managing much against me though. Down. Now let's go over here and take a look. It's not that far from here. But I think this goes right off a cliff here, which does make that difficult. Ah, no luck with this, huh? All the way down there, apparently. Okay. Hmm. We're not having too much luck with the rest of these spots, it seems like. Looks like it's safe to enter. I don't see any Imperials. I don't see any smoke above castrum anymore. Do you think they fixed the cannon already? Oh, nice shield here. Alphonse said we were looking for a Rogadian woman, right? And that we should answer a question of courage. Suppose we'll have to strike up a conversation with every one of them until we find our contact. Let me know if you find her. I'll do the same. What are you? Whoa. You were huge. Some giant camel. Aggressive camel. Oh gods, please don't do that. I thought the Imperial soldiers had come for me. I don't need anything that needs repaired. Okay. Works out for me. Okay, there's one out here that's just a little bit out of the way here. Let's go ahead and grab it then. Hopefully it's not going to be a pain. So we've had two so far that seems to be a pain, so hopefully we'll get lucky here. Oh, this is the one that was near the boat. Okay. So we're on the other side of it now. Right, okay. So I believe after this there should be two more, and we know where one is. Like down in a cavern area, or canyon area. Pretty sure. Yep, okay, two more. Yeah, I think it's still picking up that one that's safer in the cavern now, so, eh. Looks like we've just about been everywhere, though. I wonder if perhaps one of the ether currents are off to the north area. That could be possible, too. I ain't seen you around before. It takes a certain kind of woman to walk into a place like this uninvited. Of courage, I suppose. Courage, you say? Well, that's in short supply these days. Better keep your head down and go along to survive. Call me a coward too, if you like, because I'll not speak on it more, or at least not here. Outside Reborn, beyond those barricades over yonder. On the other hand... Hey, was that who I think it was? That's a relief, or a trap. Either way, I'll find Alphanon and Zilly. We'll meet you there. Not followed, were you? Good. That's all of you, is it? Let's go to it then. Name yourselves. You're the Science of the Seventh Dawn, friends of Marshal Terrapin. Name Stark, Stark Woad. The rest you know, or we wouldn't be here. This is about Specula Impetoris in the canon, isn't it? Just so, can you tell us what happened? I overheard soldiers talking about working in the mess. The cerulean pipeline with fuel in the cannon was destroyed by an unidentified male insurgent, they said. One man single-handedly disabled the cannon. That's beggar's belief. Nevertheless, that's what they said. It took a while, but they finally put the fires out. The engineers have been working day and night to repair it. Wish I could tell you more, but the incident has everybody jumping at shadows. I'm afraid to say much more. To make matters worse, the Ali Megan help have been sent home indefinitely. So the cannon could already be fully operational. We need to stick inside Castrum to ensure the cannon is no longer a threat to our troops. Can you help us? Alright, that much I can do. I've pieced together a map of the interior over the years, and I know for a fact that there are multiple points of entry. Impressive. If we split into separate groups, it may improve our odds of reaching the fire control center. I may be a few in number, but I have faith that we can see this through. Alright, let's go ahead and get our shield. Go and put that shield on now. There we go. 280, nice. And some pants, okay. We have that for which we came. All that remains is to make our preparations. Narn, you and your ever-dependable allies will enter the castrum of my cistern by way of the ventilation ducts leading to the hangars. From there, you'll proceed into weapons research and unleash bloody mayhem. At the same time, a Salient will create a diversion elsewhere, and in the ensuing confusion, Lise and her unit will attempt to reach the fire control center undetected. Paul us the plan. Our three parties will subsequently converge on this location, and together we can secure the cannon before finally notifying the Alliance that they're clear to attack. Sounds simple enough. I'll go and brief Niago on the details. The rest of you come with me, and we'll need to deal with the magic tech patrols before we can infiltrate the castrum. Maybe the way we're heading is to that next one. And they're doing quite a bit of damage to me actually together. Oh, they paralyzed me? Guess I missed an AoE there. Oh god. Ah, more of them. I should probably kill this camel first, to be honest. There we go. Almost up to 40k health. Yeah. Maybe I can before my buff goes off, let's see. Yeah, I think it'll be just a little bit off. Oh well. Guess we're heading this way. Almost there, friends. Your point of entry is just beyond the bend up ahead. Last patrol should be here any moment. Once you've dealt with them, we'll be clear to advance, assuming they keep up to their usual schedule. Might be prudent to stand watch for a moment after, just in case. This guy's not staying up for very long. I guess I gotta hit it on him. Let's see. Guess not. By regular, I knew you were good, but I never expected you to defeat them so swiftly. Nara's the finest warrior I know, and I should think that we've learned something from our time in her company. Now where's the entrance to the docks? Right behind you. I've mapped the branches, so you'd have no trouble reaching the hangars or any number of other places. Understood. Thank you again for your invaluable assistance. As discussed, Nara and we shall divide into 2 groups and proceed via separate routes into the castrum. Remember that our objective is to cause as much chaos as possible to draw the Imperials away from Lise and her men. If there's nothing else, we'll return to Resistance forces and show them to their entrance. May regular guide you to victory. This is your last chance to make your preparations, Nara. When you and yours are ready, we shall begin. Alright, looks like we got another dungeon to do. I think we could probably work on a little bit of that, stuff going on here. Hang on. We got a blue quest that we could do. And we know where at least one of these is, but I don't know where the other one is. Let's go ahead and pick up this blue quest real quick. You're not from around here, are you? You've never seen Alamigo strike up a conversation with a Radiant resident. But seeing as we're already talking, I have a job that's just right for an outsider like you. Talk with the girl behind that building over there, and she'll give you all the details. She's a bit testy, mind you. About bloody time. Here, take the supply crate and trade it with the merchant in Aligiri for food. He's usually lurking in an alley somewhere. Shifty bastard, you know him when you see him. Do not tell him a Radiant native sent you. There'll be no grub for us if you do. Alright. Well, that's a bit weird, but, you know. Okay. Let's go ahead and head back to Aligiri for the moment. Ah, there she is. What a trade. You show me the goods first, then maybe we'll deal. God, these are military issue mark... whatever sedatives. High quality stuff. Someone snatched a batch a while ago, but you wouldn't believe how quickly Imperial medicine sell. Folk are always on edge around here, you see, never knowing when the Empire might decide to launch an assault. Some get so worked up that they scarcely sleep about a little alchemical encouragement. How much do you want for them? I'm a bit curious how you came by this stash, but I'll take it off your hands all the same. Food, that's it, just food. Alright, well here's a sack full of assorted edibles. Nice doing business with you. Alright, and actually we're gonna head off back way up north, because I think I understand where we exactly need to go now. Like, I'm pretty sure... regardless, we need to head back up to north here. So let's go ahead and head up here. Because that one ether current is up here, but it's way to the southeast, I'm pretty sure. So chances are probably both of them are this way. Fancy yourself as a village saber, do you? If you treat me what you say, I have a mind to introduce you to someone. His name is Sayer. He used to be one of the quarry's finest workers he did. He keeps fighting the good fight to restore Aligana to its former glory, but I do worry about the toll it may be taking on a man of his years. Have a chat with him if you're interested in helping. Okay, it seems to be off this way. Okay, I think both of them are here then, if one's going to be just off east here. Thank you for coming. I'm still waiting for a few more of the villagers to arrive. The old bugger string has stole another one of his speeches, I see. How long do you plan to continue living in abject squalor, I ask you? It's high time we brought back the quarry that once made me proud to hail from Aligana. Some of you may be too young to remember, but the quarry used to mean everything to this village. Bloody hells, what is this old codger gonna stop harping on about the good old days? Time to open your eyes, you daft bugger. Time's long since passed when we could sell the stone here for a decent amount of gil. It's about time you face the facts. There's no coin to be had sweating away your life in some bloody quarry. Be better served going out and hunting my own food. Just hear me out. If you give up on the quarry, you'll be given up on the village itself. Even the hardest of rocks will break if you keep chiseling away at it. Life's the same. Grandfather, that's enough. I can tell you now that no one here could claim to be happy with their lot. There's nothing that can be done. You remonstrating with everyone is hardly going to be doing any good. Sweet love. Well, what do you expect with that attitude? No one's going to work to improve things when even my own granddaughter has next to no motivation. There's a reason that you don't see much quarrying going on anymore. There's no demand for it. We can get by just fine with the stones we gathered in the past and those we salvaged from ruined buildings. Prosperity doesn't lie in wait for us at the quarry, only monsters. It's about time you realize that we're lucky just to be alive these days. Come on, grandfather, let's go home. Blasted girl understands nothing. Of course everything's going to seem pointless if you're only sweet-blocking through life. And who the hells are you anyway? I ain't doing this for your amusement. I am indeed the sir you speak of. Rankerfid sent you my way, did you? You say? Narn, was it? So you're the last we have thanking for saving Rokrata. I can tell you you're more fire in your belly than his entire village. Perhaps you'll be able to see I'm not as crazy as these buggers think me. Aligana owes everything to the quarry. The stones we extracted were solid and pleasing on the eye to boot, or even supplied the stone used to build the palace. Oh, those were the days. It was the Imperial invasion that changed everything. Those bastards thought stone structures barbaric, favoring their cold, tasteless metallic buildings instead. They say they look civilized, don't make me laugh. The final blow to our way of life came when Garlemald began recruiting our youth for their own army. We lost just as many to the rebel cause. With no one left to tend to the quarry, it slowly fell into ruin, and now is overrun with beasts. The few of us that remain have left to eke out a living using any means we can. I swear in Regular's very name, if we could just take back the sleeping stones, this whole village would brim with vitality again. We just need something that proves the beasts have gone from the quarry. Then the villagers would surely fit to help me restore it to its former glory. I know this is a lot to ask of a complete stranger, but if I'm spoiled for choice right now, would you be able to rid the quarry of those damn monsters and bring back 2 year-old soul stones? I'll be forever in your debt. Okay. First we need to head east, though. Is it by the waterfall, or is it, like, beyond it? Because it's gonna be a question here in a moment. It's southeast again. Down that way, then? I'm not sure. Okay, so now it's south. Maybe that one's doing the one that's completely south, though, so... Where am I even heading here? It's saying up. Oh, that's way up. Oh, that's way out there. Wow, okay. There should be one to the south here, like it was saying, though. Which I believe is the one that's way down here. That's fine either way, though. We'll get to it. I guess we did have to go past the waterfall in any case. I thought that was the end of the map, but it's apparently not. Okay, I think maybe it's this way? It's the only way south, I think. Yeah, okay, this should lead us to it then. Oh, we got the level 70 guy. I guess we could actually technically take them now, huh? Actually kind of funny. Okay, off east here somewhere. This was a long detour. Aha, I see it. So we basically know where both of them are now. Thank goodness. I think we're still missing just one more quest one, though. I don't think we have all four. Yeah, we still have a ways to go over that way. The reason I haven't pulled out my mount is because I don't believe we have the mount boost speed here so far. I don't think so anyways. And without it, it's kind of pointless to really use the mount. It's not very fast without it. But clearing up here before getting into the... It's probably going to give us a speed mount increase, I think, probably right after this dungeon, I imagine. Giant scarab beetles. Let me check with the, Yeah, we're gonna be missing one of the quest Eva currents, and I don't know where it is. Maybe it'll pop up after we do, level 61 one, I don't know. Or it might have to be after that dungeon. We're decently close to it right here, but we still have to go all the way around and get through that waterfall. I hope it actually is a thing we can just go through and it isn't a thing we have to quest through to be able to open it up. Actually, apparently we didn't have to go through the waterfall, never mind. those are some weird looking blocks. Oh, these are the things we have to get? I had almost completely forgotten about this quest and what we needed to do. Once I get on that road of trying to get all the currents done, it's just like that's all I can focus on. Alrighty. It's very close. And this should be the last one. And then we just have to find out where that other quest one will be. It should be here by now. West, okay. Aha, there it is. There we go. That should be all the green ones. Yes? Yes, it is. Okay. I'm just gonna use the map. Nice to see you return. It's been even nicer if you happen to be in possession of certain stones. Yeah, here we go, buddy. Yes, this is exactly what I was after. Let's waste no time in showing them to the others. It's been far too long since the last ray of hope shone to the villagers' miserable lives. There we go. That makes 2 out of 5. And I'm not seeing that last one popping up anywhere. That is not what I wanted. Maybe down there, actually. What is that area? It's not that far away, actually. I don't know if I can actually get up this way or not. No, it doesn't look like it, actually. Nope. It's a one-way thing and it's not this direction. Great. I don't know, I guess I'll go with the mount anyways. I kind of want to save anytime I can. All the giant grasshoppers want a piece of me now. Yeah, it looks like you have to go through castrum to be able to get over there. Which is unfortunate that they never put like a... Well, at least I... No, it would show on the map if there was one, I think, even if I haven't discovered the area yet. So no, there's not really any, So there's not really any, aetherytes over on the east side of this area. Oh, I did that out of habit. I think I'm just gonna end up keep on doing that now. I think I'm gonna go further south and check out that spot that's over there, because it looks like it might be like a tiny settlement. And maybe on the very slight chance it might have our last blue quest, I don't know. It's worth taking a look. I think it's the only area that we haven't discovered in this zone anyways. Well, actually, I think there's a spot here to the east, but down here it's still a little bit of a thing here. Yeah, this should give us our third quest for Ether Current. And if one doesn't show up down this way, then I'm going to assume that's going to show up after we do the dungeon. Did you get the food? Tell me you got the food. Oh, praise the heavens, and praise you too, stranger. This will be the first proper meal we've had in days. Go back and speak with my large friend if you would. I'd wager he'd like to show his thanks as well. Surprised to see us trading at a pair of surprise. My quick-witted friend once worked in a storeroom in Castrum and swiped us potatoes before she left. The settlement's full of those who used to labor for the Imperial Army. The folk in Aligiri may have traded with the Empire, but even they spit on battalions. The armies of whipped curs, they call us. It's what we need to make the deal. If one of us dared to set foot in the town, they'd chase us out with a hail of stones or worse. Now we can eat our fill and get our strength back and try to move on. Kind-hearted heroes like you are a godson. Anything show up? No. None down this way either. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at that spot down there and see if there's anything there worth looking at. I can maybe jump off this spot right here. Okay, there we go. We're almost there. Okay, so it looks like a small settlement here. Not a thing to be found here, though. Okay, well... Really, I don't need anything mended. Okay. Yeah, I guess that last one will show up at the dungeon, but we've done quite a bit of progress here. We've basically cleared out an entire zone in about, I don't know, 3 hours. So I'll go ahead and end things off here, and I'll see you guys next time. So see you then.